Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're on the way. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, it's not very often you look at your goalkeeper as a source of inspiration, but I think we can make an exception for Gianluigi Donnarumma. Such an incredible player, one of the safest pair of hands around.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Potw looking to break at pace. He's in plenty of space here. James made a search from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Thuram. Bruno Fernandes.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Played into space. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's picked his way through. And a chance! Gravenberg. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
That has been cut short. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Couldn't squeeze it through. James. Potw looking to pass their way through. Potw still without a single shot on target. Always onto this. Mbappe is flagged offside. Ruben Dias, and it's Van Dijk. Now João Neves, Gravenberg, Ruben Dias.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, sweet feet. Now it's Thuram. Can he finish? Goal! Potw! And Potw are in front. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Lazio look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
McAllister. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good ball! Big chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Lazio really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Punched away. Potw have the chance to go the other way. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. McAllister making good progress on the right-hand side. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And that's played in low. Kluivert did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And the pass is intercepted. Bruno Fernandes. Bellingham shot a goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. Bruno Fernandes. Ruben Dias calmly anticipates. Bellingham. Ndika promptly onto that, and that is that. James. And it's James. And here's Thuram. And the shot! And it's McAllister. Mbappe. Lazio do have a chance to counter here. And there's the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Botafogo head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. Here we go again. Botafogo carrying a 1-goal lead. And he's had it nicked away. Kluivert. Good driving run. Here he's having a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
DiMarco. Bellingham. Now DiMarco. And here comes the corner. Lazio have their third corner. And it's been taken short. Botafogo are looking to go forward now. He's in a great position here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great vision. DiMarco is in a really good position out wide. And that has been cleared. And it's Bellingham. DiMarco. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Mbappe under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Now this could be a chance. Oh, that's fabulous. Bullish header! Oh, it's fallen loose again. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
João Neves clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
Kluivert charging forward, the ball at his feet. Mbappe. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And here's Mbappe.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take...
Takes a shot! And he hits the net! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 11.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kluivert goes on a charge down the left. Bellingham. And the counter is on. Now it's Lukaku. And it's Potw. Lukaku. Long ball by the goalkeeper. He's in a good position here. Potw, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a good run down the right. Caicedo. Now it's Osimhen, looking here to chip it through. Now, what about a counter-attack? And that is a little undercooked. He was under real pressure there. James. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. And again they run up against stubborn defending. It's a quick one. And it's Kluivert. DiMarco. Now it's Kluivert. Climbs up big! And yes, it's there! And what a climax we have here! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 22.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Matheus Cunha getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Lazio give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And here's Vinicius Junior.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Cucurella. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment.
Well,
After all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Mbappe, and he shoots! Oh, it's come loose.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Isak. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's been taken short. DiMarco. Bellingham! Goal! Lazio! And Lazio score first. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
And it's Caicedo.
Looking for the run. DiMarco. Bellingham. He's had a shot! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Van Dijk. Ruben Dias. João Neves. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham. DiMarco receives it in a wide position. And it's hoisted clear. Not the most accurate pass. Eze takes control of it and he's on the move. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Eze. Mbappe. Delivery from him. Oh, smashing header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Thuram is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
DiMarco. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, they could be caught out here. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. It's their second corner of the game.
DiMarco plays it short. Oh, he's been caught napping. Can he finish?
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Now it's Thuram. And it's Caicedo. Potw.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Bellingham has found the net here, of course. Bellingham on a charge down the left. João Neves. And it's Eze. Cucurella. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Hops for safety. João Neves. That's Eze. Caicedo. Lazio look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Caicedo goes steaming forward. Now it's Thuram. He's found a way through. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Lazio have their third corner. DiMarco goes short. Now it's DiMarco. And he has been fouled there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
And it's Caicedo. Chance for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Thuram. Eze. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
João Neves. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the first half is done. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Here we go again.
Potw can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Good ball, good take. And that is expertly dealt with. Potw come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Eze. Mbappe. And that has put paid to that.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
João Neves. Ruben Dias. Aimed beyond the defence. And the shot! No mistake! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Botafogo have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Botafogo grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, good take in a good area. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Thuram. Oh, that's fabulous. Cucurella. Botafogo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Lazio finding their passes. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Tchouaméni. And it's Tchouaméni. And it's Caicedo. Showing good feet. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Botafogo are looking to break at pace. Great vision. And here's Lukaku. And it's made its way to him. Oh, that's neat. Lukaku!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Isak has it out wide and in space. Caicedo. And that is a little undercooked. Tchouaméni. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 20, numero 18, numero 25, numero 10, numero 22. Lasciano il campo per il numero 45,
Van Dijk.
il numero 11, il numero 13, il numero 14,
75
il numero
minutes
19.
played.
Cambio di giocatori.
Steaming on goalward. Tries a shot! Cleared away.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Kluivert. Gravenberg. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Ndika. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Lukaku. And he was alert to it. DiMarco.
This is the time you need that pace.
Mbappe. Kluivert has it in a wide position. Lukaku for Rice. There'll be a minute of stoppage time, and that's been intercepted. That's that, the end. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Your reflections then, Jim?
Potw certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here. Lazio have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Over to the other side. Martinez is onto this.
Martinez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
McAllister. And he's been shifted off it. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, this fella Reece James is one of the example of the glut of talent England has at its disposal in this position. He is the complete full-back, wing-back, just as good going forward as backwards. But in his case, I suppose it's all in the genes too, coming from such a strong footballing family.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And he's had a hit! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
James picks it up from the goal kick. Passing is crisp and sharp. João Neves. And here's Thuram.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Still goalless at the moment. Now it's Thuram. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. Martinez gets into a good position. And he's on a charge.
Oh, great feat, that.
And here's Bellingham. Great chance! Off the post. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That's really well manoeuvred. DiMarco puts them all in. And he's heaved it away. And it's Tchouaméni. And here's Thuram. Now it's Martinez. Chance, surely! Goal! Lazio! There is the breakthrough. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Lazio have taken the lead.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
DiMarco receives it in a good position here. Now it's DiMarco. McAllister showing good feet. McAllister goes on a charge down the left.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looking to play him in. Now it's Martinez. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Thuram! James. Ruben Dias. And it's Cucurella. Gravenberg. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Thuram.
Chance for a shot!
Tries to get it clear. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. Lazio looking to pass their way through. Good running, strong and purposeful. Gravenberg. João Neves. And that's a good ball.
Can he finish?
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Mbappe.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Potw have it back and can go again. And it's DiMarco. And there's the end of the first half. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Signore e signori, attenzione, un annuncio importante. Il papà del bambino che indossa una maglietta gialla è atteso all'area informazioni. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Cucurella gets into some space. Oh, he's been caught napping. Referee has just said play on. Ndika gets it clear. Eze. Tchouaméni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Decent chance! Really well taken goal. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Thuram proving a very adept defender.
Goes for a shot!
Now that is commitment to the cause.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Oh, what a climb! That's a half-decent try.
Thuram is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Gabriel. Now it's Bellingham. Now it's Martinez.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
He's going to be disappointed with that. Timber is sporting a guilty look after that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's McAllister. Eze. Mbappe under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Threads one in. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Potw do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. DiMarco.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And here's Thuram. Thuram. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Nicely aimed pass. Bellingham.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
DiMarco going full tilt down the left. That is lovely. Now this could be a chance. Real chance! João Neves is there and he can get that clear. Chouameni to McAllister. Into the last quarter of an hour. He's had it taken off him. A long ball by the goalkeeper. Passes coming off in quick succession here. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Oh, that's neat. And it's McAllister. That's really good defending.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
This is it then, now or never. Martinez is onto it in a flash. Oh, easy pickings there. Barella. Oh, it's come loose. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And it's Barella. He's on it, can he get away? Thuram. Oh, that was vital.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Kluivert, who does have an assist to his name. Knocks it out wide, and he's managed to get free. Another chance from a corner.
Sostituzione per la Lazio.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 7, il numero 11, il numero 14. Attenzione, un cambio.
Defending of the desperate variety. Bruno Fernandes. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Potw certainly had some good moments, Peter.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's been caught napping! Cucurella made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And he's managed to get free. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Potw, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Mbappe, he's shifting through the gears here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job.
Martinez! Now, who's going to be first to this? It is a corner. Lazio with the corner. They're first. Climbs up big! And he's there to belt it away. Potw are looking to go forward now. Thuram is on it. Can he finish? Goal! Potw! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Lazio finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And they're quick to get it back. James did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's an excellent interception. Now it's Mbappe.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Threads one in. DiMarco. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Thuram was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Ruben Dias. And they can counter here. Mbappe goes looking wide. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Neves. Can he spark a counter here? Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gravenberg. Thuram. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Bellingham. Now, what about a counter-attack? DiMarco. It's Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ndika. Has a look and place it forward. It's a promising position. Cucurella. He rises! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Gravenberg. And it's James. Nice control. The message is clear, none shall pass. Gravenberg. Kluivert, played out to the left flank. Gravenberg. Rice. And it's Rice. Oh, good read. He's on it, can he get away? And there is the half-time whistle. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Potw leading 1-0 at the break.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 21. Viene sostituito con il numero 45.
And the action is back underway.
Potw really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Palmer. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
James, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played. João Neves. And Cucurella. João Neves. Gabriel gets over and intercepts. Palmer. Oh, good spread.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now it's Potw. Lovely pass, but can he get there? James. Potw are ahead here by what is still the only goal. And it's McAllister. Dink through. Vicario gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Could move up a gear here. 60 minutes played. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Osimhen. Now it's Mbappe. Great ball, and there's the shot! He has done it! Lazio back on level terms. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Lazio grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And here's Bellingham. McAllister Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. He is through here! Thuram.
It was indecision all round, they have to do a bit better than that.
Palmer. Palmer powering forward here. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion...
He's having a shot! Goal! Botafogo! And they get themselves in front!
That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 11, numero 22, numero 10. Lasciano il campo per il numero 18, il numero 19, il numero 14. Attenzione, un cambio.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Botafogo go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Potw. Oh, easy pickings there. Botafogo are, of course, in a position to go...
And a shot! Goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Tries a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Is there any support? He might not need it.
Real chance!
Sostituzione per la Lazio.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
He's got tall. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Shifted it to the flank. Ndika gets across to intercept that. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's a sharp little ball here.
Oh, shooting chance! It's in! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed!
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Can he get on the end of this? Ndika cuts out the pass. And he was quick to react.
5 minuti di recupero.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes running with the ball. Tries to pass it through.
And the shot!
They want to be quick to recover this. And he thumps it clear. Takes a shot! Oh, another save. Corner number 3 coming up. Jane. And that will be the final act. Botafogo can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results-driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner. Vinicius Junior claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over...
Oh, what has happened here? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Cucurella. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Looking to play him in, and he plays one through. Ruben Dias has got himself a free kick. Indica. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Now it's Potw, out to the right. Lovely bit of skill. And he's cut it out. Bellingham. DiMarco. And he's managed to gift it back. João Neves.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
It's a mighty effort! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unearned.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Botafogo have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Cucurella. And here's Vinicius Junior. Botafogo finding it.
And the shot! And he has kicked it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Well read, nice interception. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's gone backward here. João Neves. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And now they can clear their lines. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gravenberg. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Bellingham.
Bellingham really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Great vision. He's being urged to shoot.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Gravenberch. Bellingham. Mbappe. And it's McAllister. It's a searching pass.
Potw really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Bellingham. Bellingham looking to penetrate opposition lines. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Gravenberch. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, nice touch. Now it's Kluivert. Oh, that was vital. Bellingham.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nice interception, well timed.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up.
And the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Potw leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. That gets things going for the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Now it's Vinicius, goes for a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
João Neves plays it short. João Neves. Oh, such a clever touch. Now it's Kluivert.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Gravenberch. Cucurella. Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Szoboszlai. Pass is just off target. Gravenberch. Cucurella, who's set up one goal so far. And here's Mbappe. Chooses to go cross-field. Dimarco. Cross to the back post. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Lazio clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Potw are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Vinicius Junior under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. And they win it back again. More and more pressure on the ball here. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
It's a threat. Great chance! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Potw are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 21.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Numero 10.
Botafogo are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab it.
Vinicius Junior! They've scored! And they are dragging it back! Game on again!
And that's it. That was always inevitable.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Mbappe! It's in!
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Cucurella. Can he get on the end of this? Botafogo still have the cards to affect this game. And it's Potw. Threads one in. Oh, he's found support out wide. Brilliantly cut out. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Gravenberg is there, and he can pick it up. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's been played through.
And he scores!
Musiala engages and forces him off the ball. DiMarco. Cucurella. So what can they make of this? He's picked his way through. Now it's Lukaku. And it's Cucurella. That's Potw. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Osimhen. Partey did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Indica. Now it's Lukaku. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
DiMarco. Bellingham. And it's DiMarco. And the pass is intercepted. Cucurella. Indica. Musiala. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Gravenberg. Mbappe looking to add to his goal. Mbappe!
And the shot! And it's there!
And the lead is extended. And that's that. Botafogo can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Looking for the run, and he's picked it up out wide.
And that's left him on the seat of his pants.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Chance! Goal! Lazio! And Lazio score first. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Ndika. Ndika. Chouameni opts for safety. And Cucurella. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe! Ndika deals with that comfortably. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Potw clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Potw are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
João Neves. Mbappe. And it's Gravenberch. Isaac.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That's good vision. And he's gone looking for safety. Lazio have got it back and they'll have another go. João Neves. James. And it's Neves. Here's Matheus Cunha. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Gravenberch. Played up towards the front line. Taken back almost at once. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And that is a little undercooked. Lazio trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Matheus Cunha. Soboslai has created one goal already. Now it's Tura. Oh, he's onto this. He's got away. Vicario breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. McAllister. João Neves puts his foot on the gas. Now it's Neves. Now it's Matheus Cunha! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Missed by a fraction. Gets his head on it! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Neves. This looks promising. Nice interception, well timed. And the counter is on. Oh, that's well spotted. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Isak is the guilty party there. Gravenberch. Matheus Cunha. Now it's Tura.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Cucurella. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I could see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Cambio di giocatori.
Whistle goes and we start the second half.
Potw really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch.
He's gone for goal! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Lazio have their second corner now. And he can clear it away. Oh, that's nice. Soboslai hurtling down that right flank. Botafogo are looking to break at pace. Stood up well to him there. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Neves. Matheus Cunha. Lazio needed that, they really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, that's superb. And the shot! Gravenberg. Botafogo still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Thuram, nicely spread. Played back in. Gets into some space. Now it's Thuram. He's having a shot! They just took too long getting forward.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
It's their second corner of the game.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 21, numero 8. Lasciano il campo per il numero 13, il numero 7. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
They've played it short. Oh, that's neat. Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. Lazio are looking to go forward now. Ruben Dias. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And now the breakaway. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's Palmer. And here's Isak.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Lookman. Nice control. Lukaku. Big chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Potw really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 20.
Lazio making consecutive changes here.
Numero 23. Lasciano il campo per il numero 45, il numero 6, il numero 14.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Palmer. He's had a shot! Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the
goes for a shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Potw are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Turns and goes back. Can he finish? It's in! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Lookman. And it's Cucurella. Just eases him off the ball. Potw are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And he's lost his man here. Alvarez. And the pass is intercepted. Timber. Shifted upfield. And it's Palmer. That is good strength. Chouameni.
Lazio nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Palmer, he is just caressing the ball. McAllister is onto this, and he's made sure that's not getting through.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Lookman, Alvarez. Oh, there's a probing ball. It's a really well-measured ball. Ah, he'd have done well to reach that. Chouameni. We are into stoppage time. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's that, the end. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Potw never really got into this game. I think conceding early as they did seemed to completely undermine whatever had been put in place before they left that dressing room, and they just didn't readjust to it at all.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.